Wow, the Grizzlies traded Jaren Jackson Jr., signaling the end of an era in Memphis. With Ja already frustrated, is there any hope for the future of this franchise? So here's what the trade looks like. We got Jaren, Jock Landale, John Conchar, Vince Williams Jr. These three are just salary filler. And then this is a whole ton of salary filler. I mean, a couple of young guys. Walter Clayton Jr. is a young guy. Hold on, why did I put Kevin Love in there? That is not the trade. Kyle Anderson, what am I doing? Where is he? There he is. Okay, sorry, I got the K mixed up. But yeah, salary filler guys, a young guy and Walter Clayton Jr. And then 2 first-round picks. The actual trade, it was 3, but one of them's the Suns' future 2031 first-rounder. So I just gave us the 2 that come sooner. So we'll do that trade. Yeah, it doesn't go through, but it went through in real life, so we forced a trade. And yeah, looking at the roster now, we have Ja Morant and some guys. The trade deadline is in like 3 days, so we can't trade Ja Morant because he won't be healthy by then, but we'll look to trade him in the offseason, I think, so we can do the full rebuild. Not like super full rebuild. I do really want to trade him for a decent player, hopefully a young guy, just that fits the timeline more, I guess. The only other thing I really want to do now that I sim to the trade deadline is shop KCP, see what he can net us. It doesn't have to be somebody good. I would take a pick, honestly. It's a 2nd round pick. That's not the best. What if we shopped him with a young guy, Jalen Wells, Miles Turner, Brody, Connect, Najee Marshall? We don't need 1 year of Brody. All right, coming up on the end of the season, this is where the video really starts. We got Jokic gets MVP, 30, 11 and a half, 10. Cooper Flag, Rookie of the Year is obvious. DPOY, Evan Mobley again. Obviously, we didn't get any awards except for Cedric Howard, all rookie 2nd team. And I think it goes without saying we do not make the playoffs, so let's just sim through these. Looks like it'll be OKC versus the Knicks, and the Knicks lose in 5, or no, the Knicks win in 5. I think I just guessed. I think I just assumed they wouldn't beat the Thunder, but ridiculous playoff push by the Knicks, and beating the Thunder in 5 is no easy task. That's 28, 11 and 3 for Karl Anthony Towns. Gets traded from the Wolves and gets a Finals MVP. All right, Cat, big purr. But here we get to the real big part of the video. We have 2 lottery picks, the number 5 from Washington and then the number 14 from Orlando. So let's get in here and sim these. So the Mavs move up and we move up. That is ridiculous. So let's see how this shakes out. Oh my God, wait. So at 5 is the Hawks. At 4 is the Grizzlies. Okay, so we move up to 4. But then in the top 3, the Rockets. Okay, no. So it's the Kings get the 3rd pick. So we end up with the 4th pick. The Rockets get that one. That means your Mavericks jump to 1 again. That is genuinely so stupid. What? They get Cooper Flag and then... Bro, fire the head coach, get Jacob Underwood for 1 year, and we need a better scout, bro. What? Our team doctor is Danny Brown? What? Is that real? Okay, I just Googled it. They have a guy named David Brown, not Danny Brown, but what the... Why is... That's so funny. Danny Brown is actually crazy, bro. Every day on the line like a free throw. Weak like a Nissan D-Rose. Sorry, D-Rose. All right, so we get our staff set up though, and let's check out who do we want. Let's actually first shop Ja. What can we get for him? Miles Turner, Josh Giddey, bro, Darius Garland, Nikhil and Dyson, but we'd have to give up first. Lauri Markkanen is crazy. This is the worst trade I've ever seen. What on God's earth could possess us to accept this trade? Bro, they thinking I'm Nico Harrison here in Memphis. No, bro. Jalen Suggs is a good pickup, but he's making so much money. Ooh, we give up the 23rd pick. We get in Michael Porter Jr. and Nicholas Claxton. We can get pick 7. That's interesting because we currently have pick 4 and pick 23. What happens if we go to Ja again? He's making 40 million. If we put in someone like Santi Aldama and then we throw in like one of these picks, maybe what happens if we put both? Oh my God, Evan Mobley and Darius Garland. We could get Jalen Johnson and the 5th pick. Con Knipple is available. Laurie and Jaren. No, that... Igor Demon and Michael Porter Jr. Jamal Murray is an interesting pickup. Dude, they are offering packages. I would love to get Jalen Johnson and we get that 5th pick, especially because he's got a very long deal. We get rid of Ja. We get in a power forward, which we just lost to Jaren, and the Hawks actually get a point guard back now that they just got rid of Trae Young. This could actually work really well for them. Yeah, I'm going to do this. It's a bit unrealistic, but crazier things have happened in the NBA. So now we have Jalen Johnson, Zach Edey, Cedric Howard. The team's not looking the best outside of our top guys, but now we have this 5th overall pick to look forward to. I'm thinking we could and maybe ship. I don't really want that second rounder right now. If we put someone like Ty Jerome with that second round pick, and is there anyone going to be like really bad next year? LeBron didn't retire, so they still have decent players. What if we put that Lakers pick with Ty Jerome? Could we get back like a future pick or maybe a good young player? Okay, none of those really worked out. The only other thing that I'm thinking is we could try to trade KCP. No one wants him. Okay, then we'll just go to the draft and pick at the 5th overall pick. So first overall, unfortunately, goes to the Mavericks, who take Darren Peterson. This is catastrophic that we have to go up against the Mavs in the West. We're gonna have to do some insane trades if we want to like actually compete with them. I think Caleb Wilson is the move here. He's a really tall wing. He can score inside, and hopefully he can grow into a better defender. That'll give us a really tall starting lineup and wing pairing with Zach Edey, Jalen Johnson, and Caleb Wilson. So yeah, we'll go with Caleb Wilson at 5th overall out of North Carolina, and then we'll sim to our next pick. It should be in the 2nd round somewhere. We'll just see if there's anyone worth taking. If not, I'll try to move the pick. Okay, so this dude Ian Jackson is a decent defender and an okay playmaker. And then if we go here, his floor is Blue Edwards, who I have no idea who that is, but I like that name. And then Pat Bev, so he could just come in and be a stopper. But what I like about this is his archetype, his player archetype is Chaos General. I have no idea what that means, but he's a young guy. We'll get him on the team. And that marks the end of our draft. Just crazy. The Mavs got one, dude. Again, Adam Silver. Who's cutting your check, Adam Silver? But yeah, we get in Caleb Wilson and Ian Jackson. Obviously, we'll keep Zach Edey and Jalen Wells. Scottie Pippen can go. KCP accepts his player option, so we'll be shopping him this season. And then we want GG, but Taylor Hendricks, we don't need you right now. 7 M's is too much money. Yeah, and then we don't need Olivier Maxence Prosper. No, thank you. We don't have a lot of cap space. We get about 19 million that we can shop around. Peyton Watson will be a good pickup, actually. He is a restricted free agent, though. He's got some offers. Yeah, I know that we cannot match what the Nuggets are offering him. Or I guess maybe we could, but they'll pay him. Well, we'll offer Peyton Watson as much as we can, just because he would be a crazy guy to get in the door, and then he's obviously going to get better, so he would be quite a steal if we can actually get away with taking him away from the Nuggets. We'd even offer him 4 years player option. So yeah, we'll offer that contract. He does agree. We'll go through here. I just want to see if they do in fact match our offer. They don't, we get him. That's amazing. So we can only offer vet minimums now. Jock Longdale would take a vet minimum. Jock Landale, 1 year vet minimum just to be backup center. Wait, Jay Huff, dude. I want Jay Huff. He would be a way cooler backup center. Yeah, 2 years, vet min. Then we could offer a guy like DeAnthony Melton just to be a vet, come in the door. DeAnthony Melton does sign. That's really good news. Jay Huff, dude, take the offer, please. Jock Landale says okay. Jay Huff does say okay. So into player progression, Jalen Johnson goes up 1, so does Peyton Watson. Cedric Howard goes up 2 to an 83. Jalen Wells up to an 83. Or no, Jalen Wells up 3 to an 80. Zach Edey's up to an 83. Walter Clayton and Gigi go up a little bit, so they're going to be serviceable bench guys. I think we got too many players on the team, though, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, we got 19 guys. Hold on. Oh, I just did automatic. Oops. Okay, well, let's go see who they got rid of, but first let's put in that 2027 draft class. Perfect. So looking at the team here, we'll go to the coach game plan. We got Ty Jerome at the 1, Cedric Howard at the 2, Peyton Watson at the 3, Jalen Johnson at the 4, and Zach Edey at the 5. Jalen Wells, Cam Spencer, Walter Clayton Jr., and Brandon Clark off the bench. Off rip. Let's try to get rid of, where is he? KCP, hello. Patrick Williams or Draymond. We have to get rid of a 2nd round pick, but I would take Draymond just to mentor and be 27 million off of our salary cap at the end of this season. I don't think he has any sort of clause. Let me see. Does he have a player option? Where's that contract? No player option. Perfect. So Jalen Johnson will be mentored by Draymond. We'll give that dude post lockdown, interceptor, and challenger. Perfect. So I'll see if there's any other trades we want to do, and if there's not, then we'll just start simulating. But if there is, then I'll see you there. Okay, we're back. It's the next day. Actually, speaking of it being the next day, today's the 4th of February, so yesterday was the day where all that Giannis trade rumors were happening with Miami, with the Timberwolves. Darius Garland got traded to the Clippers for James Harden. Jaren went to the Grizzlies yesterday, so I'm finishing this video up today. Should be released tomorrow. But I was doing some thinking. It really is psychotic that the Mavericks ended up getting that 1st overall pick again in the simulation. What we're gonna have to do is be really, really aggressive if we want to have any chance of competing with them in the West. Cam Spencer is good, but he's just not gonna fit the timeline we have right now. So I'm gonna be trading him. We're gonna lose this 1st round pick. It's the best swap between the Wolves and the Cavs, but both of those teams are gonna be good. We get a Wizards draft pick that's top 3 protected. I think that one could be pretty good, better than ours that we're giving up at least. And then Mo Armstrong's just filler. We don't need him. But yeah, let's get that trade done, and we are done for this season for trades, unless there's something that pops up at the trade deadline. But yeah, this video doesn't really start until a couple seasons in anyways, because we got to do some trades and figure out what we want the future of our team to look like. So I'm gonna get to simulating, and yeah, I'll see you at the end of this season. Okay, I'm popping back in here just to say we have the Lakers pick this year, and we have our own pick this year, and we're at the trade deadline. Checking the standings, dude, the Lakers are the 14 seed and we are the 13 seed. We could get a decent pick this year. I'm liking that a lot. Hold on now, I was looking at some of these trades, and this one is very interesting. We could get in Rob Dillingham. We'd have to give up Gigi Jackson, but getting Rob Dillingham in the door would be pretty good, because we definitely would need a point guard, and he usually develops pretty good in these videos. And then DeAnthony Melton, it's whatever. We signed him in free agency. He has 1 year. And then we get Terrence Shannon Jr. too. He's not going to really get playing time, but yeah, what we really want in this trade is Dillingham. Yeah, well, no, we're not trying to get Cam Spencer back. But yeah, we'll bring in Rob Dillingham, and I want to ship off one of these players just because we got Dillingham in the door and I want to get him more PT. Wait, before I pick who we trade out of those point guards, I really want to go and see if we can get some reason, like a meaningful, okay, no, it does not matter. So Dillingham can't really be mentored by Ty Jerome, so we could ship Ty Jerome with Brandon Clark. Has 1 more year on his deal, so if we put both of those together, we could maybe get someone decent, since they're both making a decent amount of money. We could get Dylan Brooks in the door, but he doesn't really fit the timeline. We can't just take the whole Wolves roster, bro. What if it was Walter Clayton Jr. instead of Ty Jerome? Ooh, these are some interesting deals, actually. Jalen Tyson, Ryan Rollins. Hold on, let me look through these quick, and then I'll let you know what one we pick. Okay, so we're back. There's 2 trades that I saw that I really liked. One of them is this Cavs one for Jalen Tyson and Max Strus, but I do not want to give up this Wizards top 3 protected pick next year. I really think it has the possibility to be a good pick, and it's just not something that I want to risk losing for Jalen Tyson, who might end up just being a role player. There's a pick down here. Yes, this one. We only give up a 2nd round pick, and we get in this Kings 1st round pick next year, and we get Malik Monk. Malik Monk will just be an expiring contract, and then we can maybe use him to mentor one of our guys, but really what we want is this 1st round pick next year. It could also be really good, so we'll do that trade, and that will be our trade deadline. I'm gonna sim to the end of the season, and we'll see what's up with our draft picks. Okay, I just re-signed Draymond Green for 2 years at a vet minimum. Wait, I want to see that. Hold on, where's contract? Look at that, 27 mil this year, 2 mil next year, 2 mil the year after that. The only reason I'm doing that is just because we could get some really good player mentorship out of him. He can keep mentoring Jalen Johnson, get him more badges. So I'm just gonna sim to the end of the season. We'll check out the standings and see where our picks lie. Please fall off LeBron and Luka. We gotta get that pick. Trey Young is the MVP. Wait, why is he on the Clippers? 33 a game? It was Trey Young, then Chet Wemby, and Anthony Edwards, bro. If I was a Hawks fan and this happened, I would do things to myself that I cannot be saying on YouTube. Okay, Boozer is Rookie of the Year. Jaden Ivey, 6th Man of the Year. Why is he on the Wolves? Jaws on the Hawks, that's right. And then, yeah, looks like the Wolves are doing good. We get All-Rookie 2nd team for Caleb Wilson. Obviously, we do not make the playoffs, but checking these standings, let's go. Okay, 13 seed, 14 seed, perfect. Then let's just sim these playoffs and get to the offseason. Looks like Minnesota and Anthony Edwards will make it to the finals. From the West and from the East, it'll be Paolo and the Magic, and the Wolves sweep them in 4. That is what a sweep means. Why did I say that? But Anthony, oh my God, 43.5 a game, dude. Jesus Christ. Big ups, Ant-Man. We're going to have to compete with them too. The Wolves and the Mavs scare me. LeBron retires. Chris Paul retires. I don't think I could. Oh, I can stop LeBron. Doc Rivers retires. That's awesome. Chris Paul, George. All right, so we're in the draft lottery. We have the 2nd and 3rd odds for the 1st pick. Oh my God, so we are guaranteed to have a decent selection this year, and we could easily trade up to 1 if we wanted to. I'm gonna simulate through this. If anyone jumps, then I'll let you know, but hopefully we end up getting the 1st overall pick, because we're gonna really need a strong roster if we want any chance of competing with that Dallas Mavericks team. They just got unreasonable draft luck. Bro, Adam Silver was cooking way too hard with Nico Harrison before he got fired. Someone's gonna have to investigate that, bro. Nobody has jumped yet. Why did I speak? Whatever. So the Pelicans sit at 5. We dropped to 5. Cool. And then at 4, it's the Wizards. What? Bruh. So the Kings jump to 1. We drop from 2 and 3 to 4 and 5. Okay, well, let's worry about a head coach right now. I'd like Jason Kidd. I'd like Joe Mazzulla. JJ Redick is available. We're going to put all in on JJ Redick for this one. I low-key forgot we have Danny Brown. all that talking now, so. We do get JJ Redick in the door. Looking at this draft class, Teron Stokes, Cameron Williams, Christian Collins, there's some good players in here. We really could end up with good players regardless if we just stick at 4 and 5. I would honestly be okay doing that. Although we could check in the trade finder to just see what we could get for both of those picks. Like, would it be a really good player? Ja and Dyson is crazy. The 6th pick and Trey Murphy the 3rd. I like some of these, but could we get a pick next year? We could just straight up get Kessler for this. Hold on, what if I attach some people? Like, everyone's mad. What if we put Peyton Watson with that 5th overall pick, Joel Embiid, Jaren Jackson, Jarrett Allen, Darius Garland, Lauri Markkanen? Dude, we could get good players in the door now. What if we did instead, like, yo, hey, wait, we re-signed Draymond. What if we put like Draymond, Caleb Wilson, and that pick? We could get pick 10 and Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson is 2 years. He's a 79 overall. Wait, okay, I put Jalen Johnson in there just, you know, we should be looking at that. We could get rid of pick 5 in Jalen Johnson, get pick 2 in James Harden. Obviously, Harden is worse, but pick 2 could end up being a really good player. We'd have to see who's in this draft class quick, like really look at it to see if it's worth getting rid of James Harden for that. There was another one in there too, actually, that I was really liking. We get rid of Jalen Johnson and that 5th pick, and we could get in Scotty Barnes. I really like that one. De'Aaron Fox. I want to check one more thing. Hold on. Jalen Johnson and Peyton Watson. Peyton Watson's mad at us, and we could get Tyrese Halliburton in the door, and then we still have the 4th overall pick. That is quite a swing, but that might be something I want to do. Hold on. We also get Nembhard. You know what? I think I had Jalen Johnson in a recent video. We are doing that. In this universe, the Pacers were mad at Halliburton. Halliburton had a falling out with the front office, and he demanded a trade. He is now on the Grizzlies. He has a 93 overall, and then we get Nembhard in. He's only 1 overall different from Peyton Watson, actually. And then we lost that pick, but we still have another pick. So our acquiring of that pick was a really good idea. And if we look at our compensation for draft picks, regardless, we have our pick next year, we have the Kings pick next year, and we have the Wizards top 3 next year. So we still have a good treasure trove of draft picks that we could use to draft a good player if there is one in the draft next year, because we will be using just auto-generated players next year. But if there's not someone we want, then we could end up trading them for a good player like we did here with Halliburton. Now that we did that, let's just make our way to the draft and pick someone with that 4th overall pick. So Teron Stokes goes 1st to the Kings. Cameron Williams goes 2nd to the Wizards. The 3rd pick goes to the Jazz, Dylan Mingo, and we sit here at 4. What are our options? Christian Collins, Baba Oladotun, Caleb Holt is a good option. I mean, we got rid of Jalen Johnson, so we could use somebody who's at the power forward position. Dude, who is that guy? Hugo Yinga Mokori from France. He is 5'4". What is he good at? Hold on. B perimeter defense, B plus post defense. How is he B plus post defense? A minus potential. Is this a real guy? Hold on, I gotta Google this. Hold on, let me make it so I can actually have this on the screen quick. Okay, Hugo Mokori. Okay, he's a real dude. He's 17, so yeah, he's not. He's 6'8". Why does it say 5'4"? Can he ball out?
Primiti posla, košarkaši nan.
Okay, show me something impressive, bro.
Kao pojačanje, vidjet ćemo kako će se on
Show me something
snaći.
impressive, bro. Gives it to him. Is it just him hitting
Ali
threes?
jedna
Nope.
I druga momčad su u naletu, u dobroj formi.
Dang,
zadnje
okay.
vrijeme.
Okay, but that brother is not 5'4". Okay, wait, post defense and rebounding? That's why, bro. He's center. He's not supposed to be 5'4". He's supposed to be 6'8" or whatever. I kind of would like to take him. We would just change him to 6'8", because that is crazy. Hold on. He's 115 pounds. Okay, I want to take him. 5'7" wingspan. I really don't know what happened to this guy, but I kind of want to take him. He'd be a good center or power forward next to Zach Edey. He has good driving dunk. Yeah, we'll take him. We're going to change his attributes to his real attributes out, though. Welcome Hugo out of France. And then we'll just sim to the end of the draft here. So we'll sign him, obviously. And then in player options, obviously want to keep Cedric Howard. Obviously want to keep Zach Edey. Ty Jerome, we probably will trade. Malik Monk's making too much money. We're going to trade him too. Then we accept Dylan. Yeah. Terrence Shannon Jr. for $5 million is a bit too much for someone who's 74. Matter of fact, we can get off Malik Monk and just get 2 first-round picks in the door. Or no, 1 first-round pick and a second-round pick. The reason that I would consider this, and that I'm going to take it right now, actually, is because we have our own pick this year, so getting rid of a 78 will do us some good. And we have so many people who we traded for 2 point guards, so we don't have the most cap space. Looks like Jaime Jaquez only wants 11 mil. Michael Porter Jr., $9 million. That would not happen. Hold on. What? That's very unrealistic. Yeah, we're not even going to do that. That's that's so unrealistic. But Jaime Hawk is someone that I would like to take. He's an 82 overall. We get him for like a $10 million. That would be kind of a steal. Does he have other offers? Oh, he is restricted free agent. So I would take Josh Hart for 6 mil. He's unrestricted free agent. So if we look at what people are offering, no offers. So we will offer him like 6 million a year. You know, matter of fact, we'll front load it. So he starts making less when we got to start paying some of our guys. He is 32. So yeah, we'll do this for 3 years, offer him that. And then we have additional like 9 million we could spend. Cason Wallace would be a really good option for that. He is in restricted free agency, but does he have any offers that are crazy? No. Jarris Walker would be interesting. Yeah, we'll offer Jarris Walker not $3 million though, or 11 million. What am I talking about? We'll offer him about 9.5 million for 3 years. And then it looks like both of them do agree. So we get both of them. That's perfect. So we'll sim through here to the trade deadline quick, or to free agency. KD signed to the Nets. Jaime went back to the Heat, but we did get Jarris Walker and we did get Josh Hart. So now all we can do is sign vet minimum guys. Klay Thompson would be interesting. Yeah, we could take him on a vet minimum for 1 year. Oh, and Dennis Schroeder. Yes, vet minimum for Dennis Schroeder as well. I really don't know how many like spaces we have, but Andre Drummond too. So if we go to player progression here, Halliburton goes down to a 1, but that's probably due to his injury. Cedric Howard goes up 1. Did I say he goes down to a 1? He goes down 1 to a 92. Cedric Howard goes up to an 84. Nemhard down to an 83. Caleb Wilson up 4 to an 80. Jarris Walker's up 1. So we have a really strong roster actually. Dillingham up 3. We have too many people. We're obviously gonna have to cut some of these people. It'll probably be we'll cut Jay Huff quick. Sorry, Jay Huff. And we'll probably trade Jalen Wells because he was really pissed last season. Matter of fact, can I do that right now? Jalen Wells. We could do this trade, get Miles McBride in the door and Ben Simmons, and then we probably just waive Ben Simmons or trade him again. We'll do that one. We might just waive Ben Simmons ultimately. So let's just get to the next season. It'll tell us how many players that we got to get rid of. Auto generate rookies. Actually, are we fine? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Oh, okay, we got 14. Perfect. So looking at our roster now, it's Hallie at the 1, Cedric Howard at the 2, Caleb Wilson at the 3, Josh Hart at the 4, and Zach Edey at the 5. Andrew Nemhard off the bench, he's really strong as a bench guy. Miles McBride, Jarris Walker, Rob Dillingham, and then Ben Simmons. Only thing I want to really do now is do these player mentorships, and then I'll see you when we start simulating. Oh yeah, and we got to go change Hugo Yunga Okari to his actual height, not 5'4", 111 pounds or whatever that was. Being body, right? So 5'4". Sorry, I'm checking out his website right now. So he is 6'8". He is 218 pounds. So now the move is just to simulate. We'll see how we're doing. To refresh you guys on the picks we have our pick, but we're really focused on this Kings pick and this Wizards pick because those have a high chance of being really, really strong picks in this draft. But we're losing a lot of games right now. What's going on, guys? Maybe our pick will be good. Well, we're losing more than we're winning, so I guess maybe our pick could end up being strong, but I will just keep simulating and I'll see you guys around the trade deadline and we'll check out the standings and we'll check out those prospects since we have 3 good picks this year apparently. Okay, we're at the trade deadline. We made a pretty strong push actually back towards this like recent stretch, and we are now sitting at 22 and 28. That puts us at the 11 seed, so small improvement from last year. And then we have the Kings pick and they're at the 13 seed, and we had the Wizards pick and they are at the 9 seed. So it looks like we will convey that Wizards pick because it was protected top 3. And then we'll look at the roster and see if there's anyone we really want to trade here. We could trade Ben Simmons. Low-key, I want to trade Nemhard because I don't really want to pay him again. He'll resign to less money actually. He's making 21 mil, but we could sign him to like, what can we get away with here? But if we offer him 14.5 mil a year, we will try that. He accepts. Perfect. So we actually get a good contract on him. Also, we want to sign Halliburton. Obviously, can we lower the money just a little bit since he has a young core around him on this team, so he is incentivized to want to stay. I do want to backload it, or I do want to front load it though, because good God, it's a lot of money. Actually, I'd pay him more because we were front loading it. So we'll offer him that and he accepts. So perfect. We have him tied up for 5 more years. Nemhard tied up for 4 more years. We'll try to move Ben Simmons, see if anyone wants him, and then I'll check with you guys after the trade deadline at the end of the season. Yo, Damian Lillard, what? We could just get Kevin Porter Jr. for no reason. We could get Dalton Connect. I don't think we're gonna have to pay him that much. What is he doing this year? How is he performing? 13 points a game, so down from the previous. Yeah, let's trade for Dalton Connect. He just could be a player that we end up signing to a smaller deal to be a good role player. But let's simulate the rest of the season, and I'll check in with you guys to see if we end up in the playoffs or see what our draft picks look like. Okay, so Wemby's your MVP. Jaren's on the Cavs as the 6th man. We don't get any awards. That's sad, but we are the 7th seed in the play-in. And then let's check how the Kings end ended up, they were the 12 seed, and in the East, the Wizards ended up the 11 seed, so they could both be decent picks. Let's simcast this playing game. Could this be our first playoff experience of the video? It looks like it might be. It's close. We storm back. They are trying to come back, but it's not working. Looks like we're gonna win this game. Yeah, we end up with an insanely strong 48-point fourth quarter. Halliburton with 35, 4, and 11. Connect with 14, so that was a good trade. Ben Simmons wasn't even playing for us, and we end up with a guy who's our 4th highest scorer in a game in the playoffs. You love to see it. That secures us a playoff spot to go against the Dallas Mavericks, who I said we were scared of previously. And then, I did not mean to start simulating, but we won the first game. It was Hallie 21 and 10, Caleb Wilson with 21 and 4. The second game we win as well. Third game, can they get revenge or will we end up on top? They do get a revenge game. They whoop us. Cooper Flag with 30, but he's hurt. Darren Peterson, Kyrie, Jesus Christ, this team is insane. Yeah, Kyrie, Darren Peterson, Cooper Flag, Anthony Davis, Derek Lively. That is genuinely absurd. But it looks like we might be able to get out of here with a first round playoff win against the team we are scared of, although they are storming back. Game 5 here to see who takes a series lead since we're tied up right now. We have a strong second quarter, but we lose in the last quarter, meaning we need to win here or we go home. And it looks like we will. Oh my God. Okay, we win by 17. Tyrese with 46 and 8. Game 7 here. Can we make it out of the first round? Halliburton on his new team, and he does. Cooper Flag with 39 and 9, but Hallie with 31, 5 and 5. Caleb Wilson's been cooking up for us. That puts us against the 3-seeded Timberwolves, who have Marcus Sasser, Ant-Man, JD McDaniels, Julius Randle, Naz Reid. So it looks like Gobert is somewhere else or he just fell off a cliff. Let's simcast this one. If we make it to the conference finals, that would be insane. It looks like this could be our first jump into the video. We completely sell. Hallie had a bad shooting night. Cedric Howard almost had a triple-double. Game 2 here. Looks like this one could end up being close. Yep. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Can we score? No, this one's over. Oh my God, wait. All right. Shout out the guys. Hold on. We got to make a comeback. Okay, nope. This game's probably over as well. We lose by 2. Hallie with 32, 5 and 12. Sorry I couldn't jump in there. I'm an idiot. Let's jump into this one. Looks like we just get destroyed. And it looks like sim the game. We win a game, sim a game. We win a game, sim a game. Okay, we're eliminated. That would have been so hype, but we are eliminated. That is okay. We weren't supposed to be winning now. Ant-Man with 38 goes to the finals, and Cat, oh my God, what a storyline. Wolves win in 5. Ant-Man with his 2nd finals MVP in a row, averaging 42. The man is unstoppable. LeBron retires. Dame retires. Westbrook retires. James Harden retires. Nobody retires Bron's jersey anywhere. That is crazy. In the draft lottery, though, we have the odds for the 7th pick and the 9th pick. So we will just simulate here until we get to what our pick could end up being. Okay, so we do pick at 10, and then we have the chance for the 8th pick, and we stay at 8. Okay, so we'll boost up here. We have the 8th and the 10th pick, and we also have the 16th pick. Let's check out what this draft class looks like and see if we want to trade up. There's an 81 overall. He's 20. He has a power forward, Clyde Green, Tim Duncan ceiling, and then there's a Shaq ceiling guy and a KD ceiling guy. Okay, the KD ceiling guy, what can he do like KD other than he can hit the 3? That's it, and he can hit the 3 barely. He sucks. The Shaq guy, a post defense is really good. His rebounding is not as good. And then this Tim Duncan guy, oh my God, I will ship the house to get Clyde Green in the door. Are you kidding me? He's 7 foot tall and he can do this stuff. He can hit the 3 at a crazy clip. Inside scoring, mid-range scoring, crazy clip. He's a good perimeter defender. He's a bad rebounder and post defender though, even though he's 7 feet tall, but 7 foot 262. He's kind of skinny. Re-signed Danny Brown. Please. Yes. Okay. I'm assuming if we go to the Nets and try to do a reverse trade finder for that first overall pick, we won't get anything. We do. It's Halliburton. I'm going to go try to build an offer for that because I do not want to give up Halliburton. He is the only real untouchable on this team. Okay. First overall pick. We have people we could give up. I would give up Nemhard. I would give up a Miles McBride. I'll give you this pick. I'll give you this pick. I'll give you this pick. And they agree. Okay, perfect. We kind of gave up a lot, but dude, Tim Duncan, that's not a player you pass up, and he's like an A scorer off everything. Clyde Green, welcome to the team. Out of Arizona, 7 foot tall. That means we'll sim to the end here. We get Clyde Green in the door. 99 standing dunk, 80 driving layup, 87 3-point, 86 mid-range. He's not that good of a defender, but oh my God, can he do everything else? Obviously, we signed the dude. We signed Cedric Howard and Caleb Wilson. We'll offer Dalton Connect with 9 mil, 13 mil for Dilly. Zach Edey gets 10 mil. Dude, we could get KD. I don't want to do that though. We have like 32 million cap. Who do we want to get here? Let me go look at the team quick because we're kind of like low on guys right now. So currently at point guard, we just have Halliburton. At shooting guard, we just have Cedric Howard, just Caleb Wilson as small forward. And then we have Clyde Green and Josh Hart, Jarris Walker at power forward. No centers because we do have to re-sign, where's that boy? Zach Edey down here, 12 mil. But we could end up offering a better center. Like, is there one is the question. Zubac wants 9 mil. Zach Edey wants 12 mil. Yeah, I'd rather keep Zach Edey on the team. So we'll offer him 12 mil for 4 years. That would be a really, really strong pickup for us. We had like 32 mil, so that leaves us with another like 20 mil we could work with. I think I would want to use like 10 mil to get guys that would be like good backups. Like, I'd love a Peyton Pritchard on the team. We're gonna offer him like 9 mil per year, and then we'll offer another 9 mil to like, oh my god, Chloe Ware for 9 mil. I'd easily offer that. Although, do we need more of like a small forward kind of guy? You know what? We will offer Khalil Ware 3 years, 9 mil. We'll front load it. Actually, no, he's restricted free agent. They're definitely going to pay him if I do that. So like, we could offer Jet Howard like $5 million. We could offer him 6 mil, and then we could go offer one more dude like a small contract like Isaiah Joe. We could offer him like a few million a year. Yeah, we'll offer him 4 mil because we want to extend it for a couple years. Zach Edey agrees. Peyton Pritchard agrees. Jet Howard agrees. Isaiah Joe agrees. Perfect. So here in player progression, Halliburton goes down 1 to a 91. Cedric Howard goes up to an 85. Caleb Wilson up to an 84. And then Zach Edey goes to an 81. Clyde Green, our rookie, is an 81 as well. Peyton Pritchard, Dalton Connect. We got a squad here. And then Hugo goes up 4. So if he does that a couple more seasons, he could end up being a really strong player. Like by 22 years old, he could be like an 83 maybe. So let's sim to the trade deadline. I think we might be a little decent as a team actually. I want to check what our lineup is. It's Halliburton at the 1, Howard at the 2, Caleb Wilson at the 3, our rookie Clyde Green at the 4, and Zach Edey at the 5. Then off the bench, it's Pritchard, Walker, Connect, Isaiah Joe, and Jet Howard. I would actually like to start our young guy, give him some sort of minutes. We can sim to like December 15th and then try to trade one of the guys. I think that Halliburton Clyde Green duo is going to be insane though, with Halliburton just throwing dimes to him. He seems like someone you could just dump the ball to and he could score from all 3 levels. So Halliburton's pass first. That's someone he would love to play with in real life. Okay, we're at the trade deadline. We are 30 and 22. Not the best, but we did trade a lot to get that first overall pick. Cedric Howard is injured for a couple weeks, but let's see if we can trade like Isaiah Joe. What I want to get in here is just like a pick of some sort. We get Kuzma and we get a 2nd rounder. Okay, we give up a 2nd rounder, but we get a lottery protected Kings pick in 2031. I will do that just because it gives us the opportunity to play a Hugo, which is something that I really want to do. So now he is in the starting lineup. He's actually getting decent minutes here, 19 a game. Oh, that'll change though, because what is going on with the injuries down here? Josh Hart, 2 weeks. Broke left. Okay, so a lot of injuries. That might be why we're doing not as good. So we'll just sim the rest of the season. There's a decent amount left in the season. So when we get to the playoff times, hopefully we're a little more healthy as a squad. Wemby MVP. Clyde Green gets rookie of the year. So that's our guy. 18 a game, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. 40% from 3 from a 7-footer. My God. There we go. All-NBA 3rd team for our guy. Our first All-NBA of the video. And Clyde Green gets all-rookie 1st team, obviously. And then we end up getting the 8th seed. So worse than last year. And we'll go up against the Pelicans, who have Fears, Murphy, Nate Ament, Zion, and Derek Queen. Let's simcast this one. Hopefully we can get a win here. I'd like to have some playoff experience for our young guys. Doesn't look like we will though. That means we'll have to go up against the Kings here. Ben Seraph, Brandon. We got this one, dude. Simcast this one. We lose the 1st quarter though, but we have a strong 2nd quarter, strong 3rd quarter, and a strong 4th quarter to dominate them by 20. Halliburton with 30 and 8 assists. Clyde Green with 28, 5 and 3, 11 of 17 from the field. That's our rook. Oh, but like I said, we got to go up against the Mavs squad. That's insane. Darren Peterson, Cooper Flagg. Cooper Flagg's almost a 9. Oh my God, dude. Okay, this is not going to go well. First game of the series, we try to storm back, but they have a really strong push in that 4th quarter. Halliburton can't be missing that many shots. Actually, he shot over 50% from the field. Hold on, Mukari's not getting any minutes. Peyton Pritchard is injured. Josh Hart. Okay, Mukari replaced Peyton Pritchard for literally like no reason. 2nd game, looks like we will get out of there with a win. Halliburton with 13 assists. Caleb, yeah, our dude, our guys are good. I think give it a couple more seasons for that rookie to end up progressing a lot. Get Tim Duncan ceiling. That's someone who the league is going to be scared of in a couple years. Another win. The guys show out again. The 8 seed is leading against the 1 seed. It was Clyde Green leading the way with 23 and 6. Halliburton not too far behind him. We are about to win in 5 against the 1 seed, the team we were scared of. We're not going to win this one though, so maybe in 6. Don't let them bring back to a game 7, guys. All right, so a good first quarter, a good third quarter, and a good fourth quarter means that we put them to bed. Clyde Green, 36 points in the shutout game. We got a demon, dude. I was scared of Dallas, but Dallas is about to be scared of us. The 8 seed beats the 1 seed to advance. Second round will go up. Oh my god, I thought I clicked simulate round, not playoffs. We just beat the Spurs in 6. Hold on. Playoff statistics. Clyde Green is averaging 19, 6, and 8. Tyrese Halliburton, 20 in 8. I'm at 2.8. I'm an idiot. Jarris Walker is out for the season, but that puts us against the 2-seeded Houston Rockets. They have AJ DeBonsta, Sengun, Alman Thompson. Their shooting guard is not that strong, though. Unreal if we actually make it to the finals. This game was close, is close, and we win by 1. Dalton Connect, dude. We traded no one for you. Game 2 here. Can the Rockets get a revenge game, or are we gonna end up getting out of here? And no, we do not get out of here with a win. Unreal belt from the Rockets against us. Game 3 here could be a different story, and we end up winning. Almost a triple double for Caleb Wilson. Game 4, can they bring it to a tie series, 2-2? Looks like they will. We get destroyed. Dalton Connect is our leading scorer again. That's not what you want to have happen, but 41 point first quarter. That's how you win. Yeah, 134-104. We win by 30. Halliburton with 24, 5, and 10. That means we are 1 game away from the NBA Finals against the Celtics. That's the Celtics. Who's on their team now? Well, we don't win this one, so we go to a game 7. Let's simcast this game 7. We win the first quarter, but they win the second. It's close, but we end up getting destroyed in the 4th, and we're eliminated. But absurd playoff experience for our guys. AJ DeBonsta gets the West Conference Finals MVP, and Jason Tatum gets East Conference Finals. Who's on that team? Anthony, Barney Young, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Nemes Keita. Okay, well, let's sim through that one. The Rockets win in 4, so we did lose to the eventual champions. DeBonsta's your Finals MVP, and we make it to the offseason. Man, KD retired here in the draft lottery. I think we had 1 pick that had good odds, the 7th overall potential from Orlando. We ended up dropping down 1 to 8. Anyone good in this draft? The 1 pick is all-star ceiling, dude. Pete Maravich, not that good of a draft. I think we could just stick and pick at 8. Here's what I'll do. We'll jump in, simulate to our pick at 8. We'll look who's available. If we don't like who's available, then we'll trade the pick. We could get the Hall of Fame ceiling guy, but he's 22 years old. What can he do? Well, oh my god. But never mind. Bernard Rollins, welcome to the team. 6'4" out of North Carolina. Let's get out of here. Sim to the end of the draft. We signed Caleb Wilson, obviously, and then Hugo also gets signed his 2-year rookie extension. Obviously, we offer Cedric Howard that qualifying offer as well. We have just under 24 million cap space, and we have that qualifying offer on Cedric Howard, so we'll probably get him back. We'll offer Miles Turner $6 million a year. He's gonna get worse maybe for 2 years. No, we'll do 3 years with a player option, and he does agree. Okay, Brad Wade's. Yeah, we don't want you, dude. You get Derek White in on a vet minimum? Yeah, dude, we're gonna offer that. What? 2 years vet minimum. And he signs. Okay, so Cedric Howard finally got an offer from the Heat. It is $14 million. That is actually less than the $16 million, so obviously we're gonna match that. What? So here in free agency, oh my god. Okay, so Tyrese Halliburton stays at a 91, but Clyde Green goes up 7 to an 88 overall. Caleb Wilson goes up 4 to an 88. Howard goes down 1 to an 84. Jarris Walker up to an 82. Dalton Connect to an 81. This team is genuinely so good. Peyton Pritchard at an 81, Miles Turner at an 80, who we signed. Zach Edey was pissed off for some reason. Why is he mad? So Hugo doesn't go up anymore. That's sad to see. A lot of those guys get worse, but we expected them to because they're old. Looking at the starting lineup, Hallie at the 1, Coward at the 2, Caleb Wilson at the 3, Clyde Green at the 4, and Edey at the 5. Then off the bench, Jarris Walker, Peyton Pritchard, Dalton Connect, and Miles Turner, and Jet Howard. This is a really strong team right now. I think we have a very high chance to be the 1 seed, actually. Okay, I'll just sim through the season and we'll see how it goes. I think we have a very good chance to be a strong playoff team. Okay, here at the trade deadline, let's go check out the team. Hallie's injured for a couple more weeks. Rest of the roster's looking fine, though. We're not doing that good, dude. So I kind of really want to try to make something crazy happen. Because look at this. If we go to the contract extensions, right? Not the staff, the contract extensions. We got 1 year left on Caleb Wilson, 1 more year left on Cedric Howard. We could ship those 2 together to try to get a really strong player player. Do we have a pick here? We have a magic pick that we could ship. Unprotected. What can we get out of this? Cody Williams, Dyson Daniels. We could get Bub Carrington, Jalen Duren and Rob Dillingham, Risa Shea and Joan. Oh my God. Okay, look at this. We could trade Caleb Wilson and 2 first-round picks and Josh Hart to getting Christian Knock, who's 22, but he's an 85 already, and then Jalen Wells, who's an 83. We'll look at the rest of the trades, but I don't think there will be one that we want to do more than that. Alprin Şengün. Yeah, we'll do that Christian Knock trade easily. Now our starting lineup will be Peyton Pritchard. It'll be Tyrese Halliburton, Cedric Howard, Jalen Wells, Clyde Green, and then Christian Knock with Zach Edey off the bench, Jarris Walker. The only thing, we could use another point guard here, so I kind of want to try to do some sort of trade involving, like, what if we trade Miles Turner and like Hugo? We could get Matas and Mark Sears. Okay, yeah, we'll do that instantly. So now we'll go to Matas Buzelis. We'll change him from a power forward small forward to a small forward power forward. And then if we look at the lineup, we'll sim to the rest of the season so we can see Halliburton in this one. He should be healthy now. Okay, so now the lineup is looking like Halliburton at the 1, Cedric Howard at the 2, Matas at the 3, Clyde Green at the 4, and Christian Knock at the 5 with Zach Edey off the bench, Jarris Walker, Peyton Pritchard, and Dalton Connect, and Jalen Wells. And we have a 79 and a 78. Yeah, this is our second half of the season. We're currently at 4th seed, but let's see if we can keep winning. We just won 164 to 108. We had, oh my God, look at this winning streak, dude. So if we go to the standings, I want to see where we are in comparison to the other teams. So we are tied with the San Antonio Spurs. We've won our last 13. If we really try hard, we could potentially catch the Kings. There's not a lot of games left in the season, so we need to win a lot and they need to lose a lot. Maybe we could catch the 3 seed. I don't think we do. MVP Darren Peterson. Jesus Christ. Clyde Green and Christian Knock are all NBA 3rd team. That's crazy. Christian Knock's also all defensive 1st team, and we end up the 4 seed. So what happened? We were 2 behind the 3 seed, but that puts us up against the Phoenix Suns. Same like that play-in Phoenix Suns game. We'll go up against Devin Booker, Jalen Green, Risa Shea, and Rasheer Fleming. I mean, look at our team. 90, 84, 87, 88, 85. Oh my God. We haven't even been able to jump in yet, and we've been to the conference finals. That's ridiculous. Looks like this one could be close though, but I don't think so. They score a few, they score again, they score again. If they score again, oh my God. Do I jump in? It's 8 seconds. You know what? Sure. Our first jump into the video is at home. Buzelis into Hallie, gets fouled. No, I'm not letting our first jump in be fouled. Yeah, our first jump in being just like doing free throws over and over again and fouling would not be fun. This could be close. Let's see. Nope. Hallie with 43 and 5. Christian Ack with 33, 6 and 6. We have a demon squad, dude. We're winning this year. Simulate this 3rd one. It could be close. We'd need a comeback, and we don't get it. Simcast this 4th game here. Let us jump into one, dude. We haven't been able to jump into one at all. Yeah, we get whooped in that one towards the end. Tied series 2-2. Let's see who takes it home in this 5th game. Wasn't close at all. Clyde Green again, 26 and 9. 11 of 17 from the field. Do we put the Suns out in 6, or do we lose this game 6 and go to a game 7? Looks like this one is close, and it's until it's not. Every one of them that we think we can jump into, we can't. Matas Buzelis got hurt. What happened to him? Sore right ankle, day-to-day, that's fine. But we do win. We go up against that Dallas Mavericks team again. Jesus Christ, this team is scary, but we have a chance. We're more well-rounded, I'd say. They have the star power, but we got star power too. We just need to have a really strong 4th quarter here if we want to win, and we can't have it though. Let's see what happens in game 2. We gotta get something done, guys. Come on. Oh, bad 4th quarter and we lose. You have 1 bad quarter against this Mavs squad and you don't win. Come on. We do win this one. We win by 15. It was Peyton Pritchard? Okay, 8 of 10 from the field. Game 4 here. Let's tie it up, guys. Come on. Good 2nd quarter. We destroy them 146-129. Clyde Green 27 and 6. Halliburton with 23, 5 and 6. Can we get a series lead, or will we get ourselves in a winner go home situation? We're performing strong and we do not get it though. We lose by 4. Darren Peterson with 37. Halliburton with only 21. Let's shorten the rotation here because I think we have real aspirations if we end up winning this one. So we'll run 8 guys only. Halliburton will lower your minutes a little bit because you're kind of not feeling the best. We'll give him to Clyde Green. Come on, Clyde Green, bring us home. Be our demon, dude. You will be forever enshrined in the city if we win. Oh my God, it's tied with 17. I'm jumping in. And it's tied, so you know it won't be free throws. We just need to see who has the ball, and it's not us. 10 seconds left. Let's see if our guys can get a stop and bring us to overtime. He's just spinning around. He goes through. That's the easiest lay of his life, but he doesn't shoot it. and we're going to overtime. That looked ugly, bro. Okay, we'll simcast the game. I'm hoping it's close so we can see some of the action. It is close. We're up 1. Okay, 2 minutes left. We're gonna jump in. So we don't have the ball, but we do have the lead. Derek Lively into that guy. Is that Peyton Watson? Oh my god, it is. So Peyton Watson revenge game. So Peyton Watson revenge game on us since we got rid of him. And he goes for 3. Doesn't fall though. Doesn't connect with the board. Up to Chris Sinak, to Halliburton. Halliburton, lay or floater, and it's good. Up 3 now with 2 minutes remaining. All right, he's driving in. Drives in on connect. Gets the lay to fall, and that's back to a 1-point game. Halliburton trying to get a bucket. Back to Wells for 3. Oh, I thought that was going to fall, but it's no good. Rims in and out, and that gives them a chance to take the lead here. 1 bucket for them takes the lead. Peyton Watson, person to Watson for 3. No good. Connect with the board again. Feel like I'm getting deja vu. Crosses half court to Halliburton with the slam. Some well-oiled offense there, and that gives us a good 3-point advantage with under a minute left, but that gets an easy lay. He blows by connect to get the bucket. 2 points for them makes it a 1-point lead for us. 50 on the clock. Halliburton with the spin out to Green. Clyde Green, what can we see from him? Our young star. Wells for 3. No way. I want to see Clyde Green take a shot, bro. What's up with his tendencies? Darren Peterson with some nasty moves, but he gives it out to Cadeau. I thought he could have tried to score there. Cadeau with the screen, puts it up, doesn't go. Let me see that Halliburton Green pick and roll or something. I'm tired of this. We're all just going to dribble till the shot clock kind of goes out. Halliburton. What? Oh my God, what? Hold on. Shut up, Mavericks. The Dallas Mavericks right now. It's 12:45 p.m. right now on the 4th of February. I'm just seeing this like 1 minute ago. The Mavericks just traded Anthony Davis, Jaden Hardy, D'Angelo Russell, and Dante Exum to the Washington Wizards for Chris Middleton, AJ Johnson, Malachi Brandon, Marvin Bagley, 2 firsts, 3 seconds. So it's gonna be, oh my God, it's gonna be Anthony Davis and Trey Young. Oh my God, unbelievable. Okay, well, I am a bit distracted now. That's gonna be crazy. You just get, oh, that was nasty, dude. What? Wait, what? Okay, what? Hold on. Sorry, I got really distracted by that trade. Hold on. So Darren Peterson gets connect to fall, and then he gets an easy 2-pointer from the free throw line. It bounces in. We have a timeout, right? Yeah, we call timeout. So we have the ball down court. We just need to instantly put a shot up. It's going to Halliburton, I'd assume. Please don't go out there though. No, give it to him. Sinak for 2. No good. We lose that game too. Unreal, dude. Why did the Mavs trade Halliburton? Or why did the Mavs trade the... What is happening? Good God, dude. We got eliminated. I forgot that was game 7, dude. Okay, well, let's simulate through this one. Darren Peterson, and they win in 4, so we lose to the eventual champion again. I told you we should be worried about that Mavs team. Steph Curry retires. Anthony Davis retires on the Mavericks. He won't be doing that in real life, so we're not going to let him. We lose Derek White. He's 78. Don't retire, bro. Kelly Oubre, don't retire. Pascal Siakam, you're an 81. Don't retire. Steph Curry has to retire, though. And in the lottery, I don't think we have anything. Yeah, we don't got nothing. We end up with the 20th overall pick and the 21st overall pick. So looking at the combine, there's not really like a consensus first overall pick. So what's up with these guys? All-NBA ceiling, LeBron James, Ray Allen, Kyrie Irving. So there's a lot of Hall of Fame ceiling guys. Is there anyone we could like trade in conjunction with some picks? Like what about Jalen Wells and 2 first-round picks? Sengun in a first? What? Brandon Ingram? Hold on, no. If that's the case, like if that's what we can get out of those first round picks, what happens if we put like somebody really good? Like what if we put Buzelis with those picks? What if we do it with Zach Edey? Zach Edey, Jalen Wells, 2 firsts, Jalen Williams, and another first round pick. Let's sim to our pick, actually. Hold on. Who's available at 20? Hold on. Now we could get Steph Castle if we trade Matas. That's crazy. I would maybe do that, actually. Yeah, let me do that. So we lose our picks, but we'll sim to the end here. We don't get any rookies, but team options. Clyde Green, obviously, 2 years, 18 million. And we qualifying offer Chris Sinak, so he's 1 more year. We could re-sign Cedric Coward for really not a whole lot of money. Let's do like $15 million. I want to see if anyone offers Chris Sinak. He has an offer from the Raptors for 32 million. We really want him. We lose Zach Edey. We might want to move someone else to center, but our lineup is Clyde Green at a 92. He goes up 4 to a 92. Ridiculous. Halliburton at a 90. Stefan Castle at an 89. Christian Ack at an 87. Jalen Wells at an 83. Cedric Howard at an 83. And Dalton Connect at an 81. So our bench isn't looking too strong, but we'll check it out and then we'll see what trades we can get done at the start of the season with some of our picks. Jared McCain just got traded to the Thunder? What's happening? Okay, well, let's see what's going on here. Hallie at the 1 as a 90. Stefan Castle at the 2 as a 90. Jalen Wells at the 3 as an 83. Clyde Green at a 92. And Chris Anak at an 87. Then we have Cedric Howard off the bench. Connect. Carter Bryant. Peyton Pritchard. Oh, we're still in an 8-man rotation. Hold on. Okay, Peyton Pritchard and Jet Howard. Pretty good bench lineup. I would like to trade one of those guys to get another center. Like, could get Mark Williams in a first. Yeah, I'll do that. Oh my God. So now our lineup is Halliburton, Castle, Wells, Green, and Sanak Jr. Then we got Mark Williams as our 6th man. Cedric Howard, Dalton Connect, Carter Bryant, Peyton Pritchard. Only thing I want to do is maybe switch one of those shooting guards to a point guard because we have way too many shooting guard minutes still. We'll do Cedric Howard because he has better playmaking than Dalton Connect. He will now be a point guard, small forward, which is weird, but yeah. Now we have a much better rounded rotation. We don't have enough small forward minutes, but that's okay because we got it's okay because we just switched our boy to a point guard, small forward, so that'll end up being fine. We have a really strong team for this season, so let's start simulating. This is our season. I'm telling you right now, we win this championship. Less than 14 players. You know what? Just who can we go get a ring? Let's go to free agents. Age. Kawhi Leonard, we could get a ring. He's in the G League, bro. Rudy Gobert's in the G League. Joel Embiid's in the G League. Austin Reeves is in the G League. What's happening? Let's get GOAT Kawhi another ring. Vetman, 1 year. Save him from the Thunder. He is now a Memphis Grizzly, sitting at a 74 overall. Okay, our goal is to now get Kawhi his 3rd ring, but has he won any in this universe? Yes, 2-time NBA champion, so let's get him that 3rd ring before he retires. We've got quite the team going on, like Jesus Christ. Keep winning. Chris Sanak is the NBA Cup MVP. We won the NBA Cup, let's go. Everyone's day to day because we put all that work into winning the cup. Okay, at the trade deadline, we're 39-13. We're the 2 seed. The Kings? Oh my God, they have Luka, Kim Boozer, Teron Stokes. What the? Jesus Christ. Mavs team is not doing as good. All right, ending the season, it's Teron Stokes MVP. Well, on the team with Luka, that's funny. No 1st team for us. No 2nd team for us. No 3rd team for us. No all defense 1st team. There we go. All defense 2nd team for Chris Sanak. And we end up as the 2 seed. I'm assuming it was a close race. Yep, it was 2 games behind. They won the last 7 of it. So yeah, they probably just stormed ahead. This is the one though. This is where we win the chip. We end up going against the Pelicans, who have DeJounte Murray, Mikal Bridges, Nate Ament, Zion. Yeah, we got them, dude. Oh my God. Everyone's hot on our roster. We want to see our squad. So yeah, we'll simcast all these games. I'm going to go through them pretty quickly. If I don't jump in, then you'll see a very short amount of it, but we end up storming back and we win this one. Lots of scoring from everyone. Game 2 here. Game 2 is not close. We destroy them 143-124. Castle, Clyde, and Sanak all get over 20. Game 3 here. We have 42-point first quarter. That's how you win basketball games. Yep. 125-116. Clyde with 21 and 11 boards. 9 of 12. Jesus Christ. And game 4, we probably will sweep this Pels team. Yep. 45-point first quarter. Oh, they try to come back, but it doesn't work. They were close though, but 28 from Halliburton. Clyde Green with 27. On to the dreaded Mavericks. Cooper Flag. Darren Peterson. Peyton Watson revenge game again. Let's see how we fare. I have faith in our team because we are a very strong squad. What we're going to do actually is do some coach decisions. Go to the Mavericks. Stefan Castle and Jalen Wells are really good defenders. So what we're going to do is go to the matchups, and then for Flag, we'll have him being guarded by Jalen Wells, and then for Darren Peterson, we'll have him being guarded by Stefan Castle. And then we'll run this game 2 with that on. If we lose, then what I want to do is see why we lost, and we get destroyed. And oh, it's close. A minute left. Oh my God, great comeback from the guys. 6-point differential for us in the 3rd, and a 13-point differential in the 4th. So that gives us the comeback. We're gonna jump in and see what's going on here. So for this jump in, we do not have the ball, but we do have the lead again. So hopefully we can get a stop here with only a minute remaining. Casey Wallace is somebody we almost got. Derek Lively out to Derek Darren Peterson. Peterson, I thought he was going to pull up, but he did not. Kaysen Wallace with the screen, he might pull. He had an easy pass into Derek Lively, but he doesn't take it. Kaysen Wallace, he's just going to have to pull one up, and it is not good. Chris Sanak with the board. Passes it to Cedric Coward. Cedric Coward into Williams. Mark Williams with the slam. Why is he in the game? Oh, let's see what happened. Darren Peterson, spin move, easy lay. What was that defense, dude? Stephon Castle didn't even try there. Jalen Wells into Cedric Coward. Over to Steph Castle. Yeah, they're not going to foul, I don't think. Steph Castle out to Sanak for three. Why do we have our center taking threes? He had an open look, but that's not the look you want to give him. 1 point game. We cannot. I'm getting deja vu, dude. This is PTSD. We cannot give up another bucket and lose right at the end of the quarter. Darren Peterson, fade away. Oh. It's 3 seconds remaining and we have the ball, so hopefully we can see some late game heroics here. Ball's inbounded to Sanak. Hallie for three. Yo, what? No way! Clutch time bucket from Halliburton gives us the lead and gives us the win in game 2. Unbelievable. 26 for Halliburton. Mark Williams with a legacy game in the playoffs, 9 of 11. Never forget, 22.7 boards. Tied up series, now 1-1. Oh my, yeah, okay, we lose game 3 at 151 points we allowed. Who? Darren Peterson, Cooper Flag. So we got our defenders on them, but they're so good. They can 1 of 10, Hallie. All right, we got next. There we go. Not a lot of scoring. Our defense is pretty decent if we're holding them to like 22 a quarter. This one's really close. We are up 4 with a minute left. If they score, I'll jump in. They do. 2-point game, 57 left. We are up 2. We have the ball. Give it into Bryant. Over to Green. Good passing here. Basically, if we get a bucket, I think this one is mostly put away. Steph Castle into Williams. Gets the... Oh my God. Okay, we're up 6. What if that was a terrible announcer call for me, but whatever. Darren Peterson to Castle to Flag. Doesn't fall. We get the board. They're going to need to stop here really fast, but Castle looks like he might get an easy bucket here. Out to Howard. Cedric Coward. Drab step over to Castle, wide open, but doesn't take it. Green to Bryant. That one's going back to Coward. Someone shoot it. Not you. Am I hating for no reason? Why am I yelling at Green? He has 29. Bro, look at these badges. Why am I hating? A+, A+, A+. This is a crazy player. What? 99 standing dunk, 92 driving dunk, 95, 96, 97. Jesus Christ. Never mind. Let him take those shots. Dude, I said we were up 6 earlier. We were up 4. I'm dumb as nails. All right. Cooper into Watson. Watson needs a quick bucket. Cooper just pulls from 3. Doesn't fall. That was a dumb shot, and that's the game. Yeah, get us out of here. Sim to end. We win this one. Cooper had 38 and 8, but Clyde Green had 31 and 8 with 12-17 from the field. He's unbelievably efficient. Hallie with 27 and 9. That ties the series again. 2-2. Whoever wins this one gets a 3-2 series lead. We try to come back. We have a really strong quarter, but they have a strong fourth. We are down by a little. Oh my God, we do come back. Jump in. I think it'll just be fouling. Okay, we're jumping in, but they're gonna immediately foul. Or they have the ball. Okay, we'll watch. We'll see if they can get these 3 points to tie the game, or if they will lose and we will get a 3-2 series lead. Cooper to Fears. Christie for 3. Bucket. Okay, who will be the hero? 123, 123, 4, 3. Halliburton, 1. No good. We're going to overtime. So we will simcast this one. Hopefully it's close. I would like to jump in and see the end of this game. We are up 2 with a minute 28. We're down 1. A minute 12 left, and we have the ball. Halliburton, what can you cook up? Drives into the paint, gets stripped. That sucks, Hallie. Hopefully we can get a stop here. Cooper Flag doesn't fall. Okay, perfect. So we do get a stop. Wells, Sanak, Castle for 3. Easy money. 2-point advantage now with 45 on the clock. That's what we love to see. We traded for him for a reason. Cooper Flag, easy blow by though. Yeah, that's a tie ball game. 35 seconds remaining. Halliburton, can he cook something up? Halliburton, easy. That's a shot he can make every day of the week. Easy floater. Cooper Flag, blow by. Behind the back to Lively, and they tie the game. I don't know why he went for a pass like that, but that was pretty sick. 13 seconds left for us to get the lead and put this game to bed. Halliburton calls for the ISO. Spin move. Tween over to Sanok for three in the corner. Oh my God. What a pass by Halliburton and what a corner three from Chris Sanok. Every one of these guys we trust went to work and got it done. He doesn't even take a shot for no reason. And the Grizzlies win the game off of an insane ending there. So many clutch buckets. Hallie with 36 and 7 assists. Steph Castle 35 and 5. Chris Sanok 21 and 8. Almost a triple double for Clyde Green. We have a god squad here in Memphis. That means we have a 3-2 series lead on this scary Mav squad, and it looks like we can put them to bed. We do. That's what you want to see. We go up against, oh no, this King squad. Luka, RJ Barrett, Tron Stokes, Cam Boozer, Hardenstein. We really do have a chance though. It's kind of just attack Hardenstein, just attack the paint and we should be good. We have a lot of players who can do that. It's a close first game though. We're, oh my God, 1 point game. Jump in. 1 point game with the lead for us. We have the ball. No, we don't have the ball. My bad. I was like, why are they wearing white, like away jerseys at home? Whatever. Luka on Halliburton takes the 2-pointer and it's good. 114, 115. Halliburton just chucks it. Doesn't fall. We lose game 1 off a last second Luka clutch bucket. He gets 31 points. Ali had a bad shooting night. That's how you lose games. Yeah. Game 2 here. Hopefully we can get a 1-1 tie series. Looks like we won't unless we go on a huge run, and we don't. We're down 2-0. Game 3 here. Good second quarter. We need a strong fourth, and we do, and we take the win finally. So we're down only 1-2 now instead of letting them take a 3-0 series lead. Hallie with 29 and 11 assists. Clyde Green 22, 7 and 5. He's always getting good efficiency games. Jonas is injured for them, but he did play a little bit, or I guess he got injured in this game, huh? Game 4 here. This is an important one. We don't want to let them get 3, and we are doing a lot better job scoring this series. Chris Sanok 29 and 9. Hallie with 12 assists. Clyde Green should not ever be taking 3 shots, dude, or 4 shots. But 2-2 tied series. Let's see if we can take a 3-2 series lead. That would be monumental, and we do, and it's not close. Hallie with 24 and 12. Steph Castle 24, 8 and 6. Clyde Green 22 points. Game 6 here. Let's make it to the finals, guys. Don't let this become a game 7, and it will. Oh no. Game 7. Who's gonna pull through with the win here? We lose the first quarter, but win the second quarter. Third is close, and this is a close ball game down in the stretch. We are up, kind of running away with it, but they come back a little bit. It looks like we win this one. Yeah. So wait, it's a 3-point game. If they score, 1 point game, 20 seconds left. Guys, you're killing me. Please say we have the ball. Oh, it's Luka at the free throw line. All right, shooting 1 though, so it'll tie the game. And we are in Sacramento. It's up and it's good, obviously. It's Luka, and we have a chance to win this game 7. Halliburton on Luka. What can he dial up? He is a clutch bucket maestro. Euro, and the floater falls. Halliburton is a demon. 5 seconds left for the Kings to try to dial something up and get an answer. Boozer to Stokes in the corner 3, doesn't fall. We are your game 7 West Conference Finals winners. Look at him go crazy, bro. Halliburton acting like a crab. Good job, guys. We got Derek White back there looking shiny. Peyton Pritchard looks lost, and he's gone. Box scorer Luka with 37 and 15. He did not want to lose. 14 of 19 from the field, 6 of 8 from 3. So yeah, but our team, it was Chris Sanok 10 of 14. He had 26 and 8. Tyrese with 19. So yeah, lots of efficient scoring too. Jesus Christ. So Hallie is your West Conference Finals MVP. 40% from 3 is crazy. 29 points, 9.6 assists. 23 points, 9.6 assists. I mean, Jordan Smith Jr. 22 points. He's your East Conference Finals MVP, and that leaves us against the Bulls for the chip. So we'll go up against Nolan Traore, George Smith, Gigi Jackson, the guy we traded, Hugo. So he ends up in 81. It was good we traded him. And then Walker Kessler. This squad has nothing on us. This will be a cakewalk. Are you serious? Hold on, I gotta do something quick. We're gonna run an 11-man rotation here, and that 11th man is going to be Kawhi Leonard. Who do we take minutes from? Just the bottom guys. So Peyton Pritchard, Brian. We'll give a smooth 5 minutes a game to Kawhi just for fun. He deserves it, and this is not going to be a close series whatsoever. Yeah, 156, 114 in game 1. It was Clyde Green with 35 points, 16 of 19 from the field. Does he miss? What did Kawhi do? 6 minutes, 5 points, and a steal. That's my GOAT, bruh. That is not my GOAT, but for this video, that's my vet. Game 2, we actually have a chance to lose, but we storm back in the 3rd. Do we have an answer in the 4th? We won't, and we lose. Halliburton with only 24. They just just had a lot of scoring down the board, I guess. Game 3 here. So they win the first quarter, but we win the second, we win the third, and the fourth, they try to come back, but it's too little too late, I think. Oh, okay. It was very close at the end there. We win by 2. It was Clyde Green with 35 again, 16 of 20. Kawhi Leonard missed all the shots and made a couple free throws. All right, game 4 here. We are up 2 with 2 minutes left. Jump in. Okay, so Kobe White going to work, but I don't think he's going to get this to fall. That, oh my God, great pass, but Noah Senge is just going to get post guarded by Mark Williams, and yeah, that is a board from Hallie. Hallie over to Sanak. Chris Sanak drives in on Kobe White. That's the easiest. Oh my God, Williams, he should have given it to Castle in the corner, but he swings it to Coward into Williams. Yeah, this should be easy points. Yup. You heard that. This is too easy. All right, Josh Giddey trying to go to work. Pulls up from the mid-range. We get the board. Coward to Sanak. Chris Sanak drives in on Giddey, and that's also an easy floater. Yup. One more bucket, and I might just sim the rest of this game. Good guarding from Stephon Castle. Their 3-ball doesn't fall, so that's Halliburton with the board. Gives it to Cedric Coward. Back to Halliburton for 3. No good. Basically, they need a 3 here if they want any chance of winning this game, or a quick 2, and then, but Smith for 3. Board for Castle. Castle to Sanak. Chris Sanak just dribbling it out. Gives it to Halliburton. Just pull for fun, bro. Gets doubled. Mark Williams. Another 2. Yep, this game's over. Nope. Sim to end. 11-point win for us, with our high score being 19 points. What? So it was 19, 17, 17, 15, 12. Yeah. So that gives us a 3-1 series lead. And this is gonna be it, I think, for the finals. Although they are winning. All right. Sorry, I just got so distracted by like 2 phone calls, and I did not realize we were on fast, but we do win. My bad, guys. I'm sorry. But 24.5 for Clyde Green, 9 boards, 4 assists, 35% from 3, but 24.5, 9 boards, 4 assists, 70% from the field, 100% from the free throw line, 35.5% from 3. Dude, he is crazy. He's gonna win an MVP someday, dude. But we do get that finals win. Halliburton gets a ring. Clyde Green gets a ring at 22 years old, and he gets the finals MVP. Steph Castle gets a ring. Chris Sanak, and then we get that 3rd ring for Kawhi. Unreal. That was a long video, but the Grizzlies are one of those teams where they have a lot of future draft picks, so you kind of got to get far into the future if you want to see success for them again, and I think that's how it's going to end up being in real life too. But this was fun. I hope you guys have fun too. I hope we can see the Grizzlies be another good team soon, because I like the team. I like the jerseys. They're always a fun watch. So leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Comment what team you want to see me rebuild next, because there will be some rebuilds coming soon. So subscribe so you don't miss those. And yeah, have a good one, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.